Can you tell me a little bit more about Dave?
Dave was a remarkable man. I miss his sense of humour. I miss his empathy. I miss his intelligence. Sometimes I couldn't even understand what he was talking about. He was studying astrophysics, and it was way out of my league. But I miss his intelligence. I miss his empathy. God, I just miss all of him. When I first found out that David wasn't with us anymore, it was, I truly thought that I'd never breathe again. I do breathe, but I want people to know that it will never be okay for anyone that's lost a child through this, or a partner or a parent. It won't ever be okay, but we do learn to breathe, to get up and to breathe. He did have a lot of issues with, he has explained it himself and he can explain it better than me, but he had issues with depression, PTSD. I don't like the D on that. I don't like the word disorder. He had a post-traumatic stress injury. It was trauma. I think a lot of times we talk about, even our minister has talked about mood disorders, but these are actually trauma and injuries, and they're not easily overcome. He went on a spiral that we didn't see all the time, but looking back, he wrote some blogs and some videos. He travelled a bit. He bought a unit and he lived in that unit. It was only after he died that I saw that unit was a really good place to isolate yourself. I saw it completely differently after he died. He had some really good moments and some really bad moments. And a year after he discharged, he took his life. And it's probably my biggest reason for being here is to tell people that are caring for veterans, you just can't tell. Even if you know, like David's last couple of weeks were pretty bad, but even if you know it's pretty bad, you never expect this. You don't expect it. The whole purpose of me being here is that the Christmas period, the holiday period, is really, really difficult for veterans. They can be isolated. They can feel the pain of having lost family members, or just being estranged from family members. They can be in a really dark place. They can not understand why they're not happy over the holiday period. They feel that, they may have told their story, but nobody's really listening. Nobody understands. I'm asking you, as a veteran, if you're serving or have served, and you are thinking about suicide, even in the smallest way, please don't. We are going to get changes. When we all fight together, our voices will be heard, and I'll be there fighting with you. Just stay safe. Reach out to someone. There will be someone who will listen to you, even if you need to ring Lifeline or Beyond Blue. I just want you to stay safe. So it's not just me. I've got thousands of veterans who let me stand beside them. And I guess for decades they were fighting for a Royal Commission. I came along and joined that fight. There was a veteran who had set up a petition. I took over that petition. Really need to step up the fight and say there's no other way around this. We have been, or veterans have been fighting for so long for change, and it's just not happening. The Royal Commission's not happening, and we need nothing less to start with. So I guess my fight was all about a Royal Commission. I remained focused on that and on nothing else until it happened. If you don't want to be here, hold on, stay with us and fight with us, because together, the more voices, yours included, the more voices we have, the more we can make change, not only for yourselves, but for everybody coming through defence, for every veteran. We can make changes. We won't fix it all, but we are going to fix a lot.
Did you want to read Dave's segment?
So part of why I wanted to be here, or why I am here, if you like, David was a typical kid. Even though he was in his late 30s, he was typical in that if it came down to there's there's shit happening, Mum will fix it. And I feel compelled to take on some of his final words. And here's something that he wrote. He said, if you serve or have served, I am and always will be your brother. I understand, and although I might have run out of fight, I will still pick you up if you're down. And if you're down, please reach out. I am here. If you are okay, check your mates. And I mean it, check your mates. This is the hardest time for too many. I'm Julie-Ann Finney and I'm Dave's mum. 3.5 years ago, or it's a little bit longer now, I lost my son. He took his own life after having served in the Defence Force for 20 years. It's made me go on a journey that I never thought I'd be on. It is for veterans' wellbeing and to save some lives.
This is probably the best way I can describe non-combat related PTSD. I guess it's almost like saying I've got PTSD in a really shameful way because I don't deserve the treatment I get when other people have been through so much worse. What I found though is so many people are in the same boat, so many people, and I really think that this is part of the stuff that no one's talking about. I don't have a conclusion here. I just wanted to explain what non-combat related PTSD was for me.